Big thank you to Alia for being on this podcast. Thank you so much for doing this. I appreciate your time, your energy. She has a lot of good information and resources that she pulls from on her viewpoints. So I definitely respect her. I appreciate her time. And I just want to say thank you guys for listening to this and have a great rest of your day. Cheers.
Come on, people are saying cereal for breakfast. I'm so curious.
I've heard about this. Wait, no, and cereal for dinner too.
God, this is terrible. Like, you wonder, like, if kids are eating eggs and bacon for breakfast and they go to school and then they're eating Fruit Loops, or then you have other kids eating Fruit Loops for breakfast and then going to school, like, who's gonna be the ones paying attention? There's other factors, of course, like you need to learn how to study and stuff like that to keep your attention there. But if you're like high on Fruit Loops as like a 6-year-old, you're all of a sudden you have ADHD. you know,
you're
now
wondering
you have
why you can't focus.
Yeah, you can't focus because you're just eating garbage, and your brain is like made of other things, but also cholesterol. And people are afraid of cholesterol because of all the propaganda. But you're going to get that from food, and your brain needs that to develop as a young child. You need enough fat in your body, like animal fats in your body, to develop the brain at that time. The foods in boxes is engineered so people want to just keep eating them, if that makes sense. Like, it doesn't give you nutrition, so you never feel satiated, so you just keep munching on it. Hey, you buy a bag of Doritos, you down the bag of Doritos. You can't just eat the serving size of 3. And
Does
so
that
they
even
put
exist?
yeah, no, I think there's a serving
That's
size.
supposed to be a serving size?
No, like a handful or something, or like
Right.
or Oreos. No, you sit down and you eat the entire bag of Oreos, and so we get these highly addictive foods, and we just keep eating them. And then when you cut the carbohydrates completely out of your body, you crave 0 carbohydrates. It takes a little while, but then you completely don't want it at all. So I've gone back to the US twice since I've eaten this way. Sugar is the most legal and most addictive drug on the entire planet.
I've heard it's similar. It's like rated near-sided with cocaine.
I think because of what it does in your brain,
Yeah,
like
it
a
causes
dopamine
the
response. It's the same reaction.
Yeah.
So, but it's not like, you know, I think you can OD on cocaine. I don't know. I've never done drugs, but you probably could OD on cocaine a lot faster. Sugar is like it's like a war of attrition against your body over a long period of time. Because your body can deal with it more when you're younger, and then you get older and older, and it's just more, from my understanding, it's just like more and more beating up your body slowly over time. Then you get fat, but the fat, I think, it's just an indicator of other things that are wrong in your body, the weight gain. If they can eat this way and get off these meds and feel happy, feel mental clarity, don't feel anxious, don't feel like clinically depressed anymore. Mm-hmm. My friend said he was like literally suicidal. I heard a story of a guy who said he was suicidal. He was literally, he'd been vegan. Sorry, vegans. He'd been vegan for years. And he was writing a note to his kids, like, I'm going to go like kill myself right now. And then he happened to smell like a rotisserie chicken or something like out his window, and he went and ate it, and he said it changed his life forever. And he didn't kill himself, and he stopped eating vegetables, and he started eating
vegetables are trying to kill me.
Yeah. No, I don't know what else he was eating. I don't know what junk food he was eating. I'm just saying now he only eats meat. But you hear these crazy stories of like mental changes that people are having because they're finally getting nutrition.
Yeah.
Cows have four chambers in their stomachs to deal with the fact that they eat all day long. That's all they do. They just eat and poop. They just eat all day long. Cows are vegan. They have to eat all day long to sustain the amount of nutrition that they need, and their body can deal with that nutrition. We can't deal with it the same way cows do because we don't have the same stomachs that cows do to deal with that. We don't have 4 chambers to move around the grass back and forth, to rechew it, swallow it again. Like,
sounds disgusting.
Yeah, exactly. I do love pickles. I will say I do love pickles. I do like fermented food.
You mentioned pickles like 3 times.
Because she's not carnivore. She eats a pickle.
I'm like, what's the most healthiest thing to eat? And for the longest time, I thought it was grains. I thought grains were good because you know what's the bottom of a food pyramid when you're going to school? Is all the grains.
Right.
Yeah. And then
totally crazy. Lies.
Yeah. Lies. Not good for you at all. Like, no. It should just, grains and candy should just be kind of lumped into the same thing.
Oh my gosh, totally. Absolutely. Like it's upside down, the food pyramid. Like if you flipped it around, you'd be a lot healthier.
Yes.
And because the meat's at the top. Why is the meat and the fish and all that stuff at the top? It should be like the foundation of how we eat.
I agree with you. I think, and I'm just speculating off of this from other people that have talked about this particular subject, is like,
yeah,
what's the way to take down the biggest and most powerful nation on the in the world?
Yes, like, absolutely. But when you eat fatty meats, meats with a lot of fat, or eggs, it's at some point your stomach and your brain talk to each other and your brain says stop eating and you feel full.
Yeah.
That doesn't occur when you're eating a high carbohydrate thing, and that's why you keep eating. I've studied all about this in the last year, but I'm not like a scientist or a doctor, so but I've listened to it. I've listened to other people, other doctors, and then I've experienced it, so I understand. Yeah.
How much did you dig into the amino acid route with this whole thing?
Nope. None. Zero. I haven't. No.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I just eat meat.
I just eat meat. I love it.
No, I'm just joking. I eat a few other things than that. Like, don't get me wrong. If there's guacamole, I'm going to eat it, but it doesn't make me feel bad. That's the point. I have to stay away from the foods that make me feel bad. I think that's the takeaway. Don't eat stuff that makes you feel bad. Eat stuff that makes you feel good. If you see your food in the toilet after you poop, don't eat it. Your body can't digest it. Maybe you should try it. Try it for 30 days. Beef, butter, bacon, eggs. Try it. See what happens. You might be surprised.
Oh, I mean, I say those 4 things again.
Beef, butter, bacon, and eggs.
Without the bacon, I'm doing those things consistently.
But like to excluding everything else.
Only those things?
Yeah, only those things. So you can't do pork?
No, I eat pork. I don't.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not. No, I just like, I don't specifically go out of my way for bacon, but I'm like.
Oh, okay.
Pork takes.
I eat pork belly. I eat pork belly. Yeah, it's like bacon's really expensive here in Colombia, and it doesn't taste good. So I just do pork belly. But when I'm in the States, I definitely do bacon.
I like it.
Yeah. I'm just saying, try that. Try excluding everything else but like animal products for like 30 days and see how you feel. You might feel different.